I turn the key and the hallway smells like cinnamon. Your shoes are kicked off sideways by the door. I hear the water starting to whisper on the stove before I even call your name once more. The porch light left on just to guide me over, the coat rack holding room for one more coat. This house knows how to hold the two of us together in every small and steady note. The kettle's on, and I know you're home, steam curling up like a welcome sign. Whatever kind of day the world has given me, and soft the moment I'm with mine. The kettle's on, and the kitchen glows, and every worry I brought stays outside the door. You ask about my day before my bag hits the ground. I ask about yours while I pour the tea. 2 mugs, 1 table, and the evening settles into the easiest kind of company. We don't need plans, no excuse or occasion, just the quiet hum of being near, the kind of peace that no one has to earn here. It just shows up when you're around. The kettle's on, and I know you're home, steam curling up like a welcome sign. Whatever kind of day the world has given me, and soft the moment I'm with mine. The kettle's on, and the kitchen glows, and every worry I brought stays outside the door. Some people chase the bright lights and the noise. I found mine in a kitchen warm and small. This ordinary is exactly what I keep choosing. Every evening, every single time I call, the kettle's on, and I know you're home, steam curling up like a welcome sign. Whatever kind of day the world has given me, and soft the moment I'm with mine. The kettle's on, and the kitchen glows, and every worry I brought stays outside the door. The kettle's on, and I'm finally home. dishes pile up higher than we planned tonight. Some old song comes drifting from the radio. You grab a spoon and tap it on the saucepan, setting a beat before the water starts to flow. I catch the rhythm tapping on the counter. A wooden spoon becomes my second hand. We're terrible musicians, honestly, the both of us. But nothing sounds as good as this small band. We keep time with spoons against the pan. Nobody's grading how we play the beat. Just soap bubbles and a kitchen full of laughing, and a rhythm only we could ever keep. We keep time and the dishes disappear. Midnight never asked us to be quiet. You scrub a plate and hum a little off-key. I clang the lid against an empty pot. We invent a song about the burnt spaghetti. Terrible lyrics, but it hits the spot. The sink stays full a little longer than it should, while we turn chores into our own parade. Nobody ever taught us how to do this. Just two people, not too proud to serenade. We keep time with spoons against the pan. Nobody's grading how we play the beat. Just soap bubbles and a kitchen full of laughing, and a rhythm only we could ever keep. We keep time and the dishes disappear. Midnight never asked us to be quiet. Someday we'll remember kitchens just like this one. Suds on our hands, a spoon in either fist. I hope we're still turning dishes into music long after tonight becomes a memory we'll miss. We keep time with spoons against the pan. Nobody's grading how we play the beat. Just soap bubbles and a kitchen full of laughing, and a rhythm only we could ever keep. We keep time and the dishes disappear. Midnight never asked us to be quiet. We keep time right here, just us two. phone still glows beside me. Your messages get slower, line by line. I send you something small just to keep you typing. You send a laughing face and say you're fine. The typos multiply the closer that you drift. Autocorrect gets stranger every time. There's nothing left that we really need to say now. Just this, just one more message down the line. One more text, then I'll let you dream. I'll wait right here until the bubble stops. Whatever miles are sitting in between us get smaller with every message that drops. One more text, I'm in no hurry. Your sleepy typos are the sweetest thing I read. You tell me about your day in half sentences, trailing off before the story ends. I fill the quiet in with soft assurances, typed out slow so you know I comprehend. Somewhere between your third and fourth goodnight, I watch the last red receipt turn to gray. I keep the thread alive a little longer just to know you made it through the day. One more text, then I'll let you dream. I'll wait right here until the bubble stops. Whatever miles are sitting in between us get smaller with every message that drops. One more text, I'm in no hurry. Your sleepy typos are the sweetest thing I read. I won't stop texting until you're truly gone into whatever dream is waiting there for you. This little ritual is worth every minute. It's how I get to love you the whole night through. One more text, then I'll let you dream. I'll wait right here until the bubble stops. Whatever miles are sitting in between us get smaller with every message that drops. One more text, I'm in no hurry. Your sleepy typos are the sweetest thing I read. Sleep now, I'm still right here. There was a time your quiet used to worry me. I'd fill the gaps with questions just in case. Now I watch you staring out the window softly. There's no need to read it off your face. You don't owe me a reason for the stillness. Some evenings just don't ask to be explained. I once believed your silence meant a distance. Now I know it's just you, calm and unafraid. Your silence isn't distance, it's just you resting near. Not every quiet moment needs a word. I've learned to sit inside it without fear now. The comfort speaks louder than I a kind of trust, letting me stay close without a sound. We can share a couch and never trade a sentence. Your hand still finds its way onto my knee. The television plays to no one really watching, while something easier holds you and me. I used to talk just to feel steady. Now I let it breathe, and so do you. There's a language underneath the empty spaces. Only two people who trust each other knew. Your silence isn't distance, it's just you resting near. Not every quiet moment needs a word. I've learned to sit inside it without fear now. The comfort speaks louder than I ever heard. Your silence isn't distance, it's a kind of trust, letting me stay close without a sound. I don't need every thought you're keeping, I just need to know you're keeping them near me. Some things are better left unspoken between us. That's the kind of quiet I finally believe. Your silence isn't distance, it's just you resting near. Not every quiet moment needs a word. I've learned to sit inside it without fear now. The comfort speaks louder than I ever heard. Your silence isn't distance, it's a kind of trust, letting me stay close without a sound. Rest easy, love, I'm staying right here. The heater's broken and the windows won't stop rattling. We're too lazy to go digging for a sheet. You sliding closer, tangling your legs with mine now. And somehow that's enough to beat the cold complete. No blanket needed if we just huddle closer. Your feet against mine, cold but glad to be. We laugh about the mess the winter's making, wrapped up in nothing but you and me. Just your feet against mine, and that's the heat I need. No blanket, and somehow we're better off. Your ankles laced with mine, keeping the cold at bay. Better than any furnace on the wall. Just your feet against mine, holding on your toes up underneath my calf now. I steal a little more, and so do you. We argue soft about whose feet are colder, then settle for whatever we can do. The frost is building patterns on the window, but none of that can reach us over here. Tonight the cold outside just proves a point to us, that warmth was never something we should fear. Just your feet against mine, and that's the heat I need. No blanket, and somehow we're better off. Your ankles laced with mine, keeping the cold at bay, better than any furnace on the wall. Just your feet against mine, holding on to you. That's the only warmth I'm asking for. Let the winter do whatever winter does. We'll figure out the rest of it tomorrow. Right now there's just your feet and your heartbeat. Nothing colder than tonight could make me sorrow. Just your feet against mine, and that's the heat I need. No blanket, and somehow we're better off. Your ankles laced with mine, keeping the cold at bay, better than any furnace on the wall. Just your feet against mine, holding on to you. That's the only warmth I'm asking for. Just your feet and you, and I'm warm enough. It comes on low in some forgotten coffee shop, and every conversation drops away. I'm back at the table where you first sat next to me, nervous with the things I couldn't say. 3 simple chords and suddenly I'm 20, watching you laugh at something dumb I said. Everyone around us keeps on talking, keeps on moving, but I'm caught inside that song instead. This is the song that always finds you first, before I even notice it's begun. It carries me right back to where we started, long before the rest of this was won. This is the song that never gets to fade, because you're living somewhere in its hear it sometimes driving with the window open, and I reach to turn the volume up for you. Even when you're miles away and can't hear it, I swear I feel you humming to it too. Some songs just belong to certain people. This one wrote itself the night we met. I don't need the radio to play it for me. My heart still knows the whole thing, yeah. This is the song that always finds you first, before I even notice it's begun. It carries me right back to where we started, long before the rest of this was won. This is the song that never gets to fade, because you're living somewhere in its sound. Play it loud, play it soft, it doesn't matter. It always ends up sounding just like you. No matter how the years keep on unfolding, this melody stays honest and stays true. This is the song that always finds you first, before I even notice it's begun. It carries me right back to where we started, long before the rest of this was won. This is the song that never gets to fade, because you're living somewhere in its sound. Still the song that finds you first every time. Tonight I watched you across the dinner table, and something caught right in the back of my throat. I had the words all lined up ready for you, but couldn't find the courage they should float. So I just smiled and passed you the potatoes, and let the moment quietly pass by. I'm not upset, I know it's coming sometime. I just wasn't brave enough tonight to try. These are the words I'll say out loud tomorrow, when the morning makes the saying feel less hard. How much I've grown to need you close beside me, how you rearranged my whole regard. These are the words I'll say out loud tomorrow. Tonight I'll just keep holding your hand instead. Maybe over coffee, maybe on the drive home, maybe standing right beside the door say it rushed now. So I'll let tonight be quiet for both our sakes. These are the words I'll say out loud tomorrow when the morning makes the saying feel less hard. How much I've grown to need you close beside me. How you rearranged my whole regard. These are the words I'll say out loud tomorrow. Tonight I'll just keep holding your hand instead. You probably already know what I'm circling. Maybe you've been waiting patiently too. But some things deserve to be said on purpose. So tomorrow I'll finally get it through. These are the words I'll say out loud tomorrow when the morning makes the saying feel less hard. How much I've grown to need you close beside me. How you rearrange my whole regard. These are the words I'll say out loud tomorrow. Tonight I'll just keep holding your hand instead. Tomorrow, I promise, I'll finally say it. We drive the long way home past every storefront. The whole skyline blurs into gold and blue. You rest your head on the window glass, smiling, and I forget the road I'm driving to. 1,000 signs light up along the avenue, each one flashing someone's ordinary night. Not a single one can steal my eyes away from the way you're sitting in that passing light. The lights go by, but you're the one thing still. Every storefront down there tells its own small story, but yours is still the only one I want to know. The lights go by and the wind moves through your hair, and nothing they've got lit up compares to your glow. You point out places, tell me half-true stories about the rooftop bars you never tried. I'm not alone, but I'm not really tracking the skyline. I'm just tracking you tonight. The traffic hums somewhere ahead in patterns, small red lights moving slow along the street, while we just drive drive here, wrapped up in the quiet, windows down and nowhere I'd rather be. The lights go by, but you're the one thing still. Every storefront down there tells its own small story, but yours is still the only one I want to know. The lights go by and the wind moves through your hair, and nothing they've got lit up compares to your glow. Someday this route might change, the skyline shifting, new buildings rising where the old ones fell. But I already know the one thing staying constant is sitting right beside me, and that's enough to tell. The lights go by, but you're the one thing still. Every storefront down there tells its own small story, but yours is still the only one I want to know. The lights go by and the wind moves through your hair, and nothing they've got lit up compares to your glow. The lights go by, but you're the one thing still. The radio hums low, some station we forgot the name of. The headlights carve a path through empty lanes. You rest your hand across the console gently. I take it without breaking from the rain. We don't talk much, the wipers keep the rhythm. The town lights blur the streaks along the glass. Nothing about tonight was really planned out, but somehow this became my favorite part. Your hand in mine, that's all the talk we need. No radio, no words could say it clearer. Every quiet mile just proves the same thing over, that home is wherever I sit near you here. Your hand in mine through every empty stretch, that's the kind of comfort miles can't take away. We passed the same gas station, same old diner, familiar landmarks marking half the way. You squeeze my hand at every stoplight softly, like a small reminder we're okay. The dashboard glow lights up the side of your face. I glance over more than the road I know, but you don't seem to mind the extra glance. just squeeze back tighter, letting me be slow. Your hand in mine, that's all the talk we need. No radio, no words could say it clearer. Every quiet mile just proves the same thing over, that home is wherever I sit near you. Here, your hand in mine through every empty stretch. That's the kind of comfort miles can't take away. We could drive in circles half the evening, never minding if we're taking the long way back. As long as your hand keeps finding mine like this now, there's no wrong turn tonight, not with your hand in mine. Your hand in mine, that's all the talk we need. No radio, no words could say it clearer. Every quiet mile just proves the same thing over, that home is wherever I sit near you. Here, your hand in mine through every empty stretch. That's the kind of comfort miles can't take away. Your hand in mine, we're almost home. Last night the words came out a little sharper than either of us really meant them to. This morning you leave coffee by my pillow, a quiet way of saying we're still true. I find you humming softer in the kitchen, like nothing heavy stayed between us here. We don't need one more talk about the argument. The gesture says enough, it's crystal clear. The morning after feels lighter than before, like something tight has finally let go. We move around the kitchen slow and easy, no leftover weight from yesterday to show. The morning after, and we're back to us, softer for the storm, we made it through. You catch my eye there by the kitchen counter, a little sheepish, half a knowing grin. I cross the room and wrap my arms around you, no speech required to let the healing in. We stand there for a minute, just forgiving, without a single sentence being said. The argument becomes a smaller footnote next the closeness that grew in its stead. The morning after feels lighter than before, like something tight has finally let go. We move around the kitchen slow and easy, no leftover weight from yesterday to show. The morning after and we're back to us, softer for the storm, we made it through. We'll fight again someday, that's just the truth of it. But mornings like this teach me not to fear, because we always circle back to one another, a little wiser and a little more sincere. The morning after feels lighter than before, like something tight has finally let go. We move around the kitchen slow and easy, no leftover weight from yesterday to show. The morning after and we're back to us, softer for the storm, we made it through. The morning after and we're okay again. The credits haven't even hit the second act yet, and your head is heavy on my shoulder now. The popcorn bowl sits empty on the coffee table. The blue light flickers soft across your brow. I could nudge you gently, keep the story going, but something tells me not to break this scene. I'd rather watch you sleeping through the ending than watch the movie play out on the screen. You're asleep before the movie ends again, third time this month, and I'm never mad about it. I'll pause it right there, save it for tomorrow, and catch you gently if you start to fall. You're asleep before the movie ends again. I wouldn't trade this for anything they'd write. I pull the blanket up around your shoulders, turn the volume down, but leave the screen on low. The room stays warm with just the television glowing, a quiet kind of company, soft and slow. You mumble something in your sleep, half sentence. I leaning closer, catching just your smile. I don't need the words of whatever you're dreaming. This moment's worth the wait, worth every while. You're asleep before the movie ends again, third time start to fall, you're asleep before the movie ends again. I wouldn't trade this for anything they'd write. We'll never finish half the films we started. Our shelf of pause stories keeps on growing wide. But I trade every unfinished ending gladly for one more night with you, asleep right by my side. You're asleep before the movie ends again. Third time this month, and I'm never mad about it. I'll pause it right there, save it for tomorrow, and catch you gently if you start to fall. You're asleep before the movie ends again. I wouldn't trade this for anything they'd write. Sleep on love, I'll watch the rest for you. It was a party I almost didn't go to. A friend of a friend who talked me into it. You were leaning by the window, holding punch you didn't like, laughing at a joke that barely fit. I walked over with a line I'd half rehearsed. It came out clumsy and you laughed at me. But something in that laugh made me stay longer, longer than I'd planned that night to be. I still recall the night we first met. The punch, the joke, the window and your laugh. I couldn't have known standing there that evening that I'd found the better half of my whole path. I still remember, and I'm grateful still that I didn't leave that party like I'd planned. We talked until the room had mostly emptied, until the host was clearly ready for the door. I asked for your number twice, just to be certain I hadn't heard it wrong the time before. You wrote it on a napkin, slightly smudged now. I kept that napkin longer than I should. It's somewhere in a drawer we never emptied, a small reminder of how this all stood. I still recall the night we first met. The punch, the joke, the window and your laugh. I couldn't have known standing there that evening that I'd found the better half of my whole path. I still remember girl by the window turns into this whole song. I still recall the night we first met, the punch, the joke, the window and your laugh. I couldn't have known standing there that evening that I'd found the better half of my whole past. I still remember, and I'm grateful still that I didn't leave that party like I'd planned. I still remember, and I'd choose it all again. I used to talk about my plans in one voice only. My calendar was mine to fill or clear. Now I tell a friend we're thinking of the weekend, without me even noticing it's here. The habit crept in somewhere around September. Between the mornings you would stay till noon. Now my sentences keep reaching for the plural, like they belong together just as soon. I catch myself saying we now without thinking twice, before I've even noticed what I've said. It's such a tiny shift, hardly worth a mention, but it says more than half the things unsaid. I catch myself saying we, and my whole day starts already certain that you're in the frame. You tease me sometimes when you catch me doing it mid-sentence, before I'm fully caught. I shrug it off, but honestly I love it. This proof of how our lives have come to thought, of two lives running on their separate courses. We found a language neither one designed. It started with a slip, then grew from habit into something steadier and far more kind. I catch myself saying we now without thinking twice, before I've even noticed what I've said. It's such a tiny shift, hardly worth a mention, but it says more than half the things unsaid. I catch myself saying we, and my whole day starts already certain that you're in the frame. Someday I'll probably say us for a bigger circle, as life keeps adding people before I've even noticed what I've said. It's such a tiny shift, hardly worth a mention, but it says more than half the things unsaid. I catch myself saying we, and my whole day starts already certain that you're in the frame, saying we now, and I wouldn't want it any other way. Around most people I keep my edges tidy, a version of myself I've learned to wear. But something about your couch and Sunday mornings lets all that careful polish disappear. You've seen me sleepy, messy, unimpressive. Bad jokes have finished, laughing at my own. None of it scares you off or makes you distant. You just settle in right where you've always known. I'm safe here in my unguarded hours. No mask required, no polish, nothing rehearsed. You've seen the parts I usually keep hidden, and somehow chose to love the truest first. I'm safe here in my unguarded hours. That's the rarest gift that I have ever known. I used to believe love meant staying always steady, never letting cracks show underneath the show. But you taught me something softer, something truer, that trust looks like letting all the cracks just show. You hold my worst days with the same warm patience as the ones where everything goes right. There's nothing I could bring here that would lose you. That's the quiet kind of strength I found tonight. I'm safe here in my unguarded hours. No mask required, no polish, nothing rehearsed. You've seen the parts I usually keep hidden, and somehow chose to love the truest first. I'm safe here in my unguarded hours. That's the rarest gift that I have ever known. I don't perform for you the way I used to, for anyone before you. If I'm honest here, you get the tired, the plain, the unrehearsed one, and somehow that's the version you hold dear. I'm safe here in my unguarded hours. No mask required, no polish, nothing rehearsed. You've seen the parts I usually and finally at ease. The map says ours may be half a country between the city you call home and mine, but somehow every call collapses all of it into something smaller every time. I used to measure love in miles and minutes, counting every hour we spent apart. Now I measure it in something steadier, the way you're always near me in my heart. This distance keeps on closing when I think of you, even when the map still says the same. Love doesn't care much for the miles between us. It finds a way to close the gap again. This distance keeps on closing, slow but certain. Every single time I hear you say my name. We plan the visits months out on the calendar, circling dates like little promises kept. I count the weeks down slower than I'd like to. Some nights I swear the waiting hasn't slept, but every letter, every call, every small update chips away another piece of the distance until the gap between us feels much smaller than the closeness of just knowing who you are. This distance keeps on closing when I think of you, even when the map still says the same. Love doesn't care much for the miles between us. It finds a way to close the gap again. This distance keeps on closing, slow but certain. Every single time I hear you say my name. One day the miles will finally run out completely. No more countdowns, no more waiting by the phone. Until then I'll keep closing what I can hear, knowing distance never means we're truly alone. This distance keeps on closing when I think of you, even when the map still says the same. Love doesn't care much for the miles between us. It finds a way to close the gap again. This distance keeps on closing, slow but certain. Every single time I hear you say my name, the distance closes every time I think of you. candles lit, no reservations booked tonight. Just leftovers reheated on the stove. We didn't dress up for anything remarkable. Just another Tuesday, nothing to bestow. And yet I catch myself just watching quietly, the way you laugh at something on the news. I don't need a calendar to tell me this is still the life I always choose. Same old sweatpants, and I'd pick this life again. No fireworks required to make it real. Some love gets proven loudest in the small hours, in leftovers and couches. How they feel. Same old sweatpants, steady and unhurried, because the ordinary days are where love lives. Anniversaries come with all their pressure built in, a day designed to prove how much we care. But it's the Tuesdays, unremarkable and quiet, in matching sweats that show me what we share. You fold the laundry while I do the dishes. No music playing, nothing to impress. And still I feel the same thing I felt on our first date. Maybe even more if I confess. Same old sweatpants, and I'd pick this life again. No fireworks required to make it real. Some love gets proven loudest in the small hours, in leftovers and couches. How they feel. Same old sweatpants, steady and unhurried, because the ordinary days are where love lives. Someday we'll look back at all these unmarked evenings and wonder how they added up to this. The truth was never in the big occasions. It was always in a sweatpants kind of bliss. Same old sweatpants, and I'd pick this life again. No fireworks required to make it real. Some love gets proven loudest in the small hours, in leftovers and couches. How they feel. Same old sweatpants, steady and unhurried, because the ordinary days are where love lives. Just an ordinary Tuesday. Same old sweatpants, same love. morning soft, just sunlight through the curtain. I hear the water running down the hall. Sleep should be pulling me back under, but I linger, just listening to the hangers as they fall. There's nothing dramatic happening between us, no conversation, nothing to rehearse. Just the simple gift of lying here, half waking, learning every small sound unrehearsed. I love the sound of you getting ready in the next room. No performance, nothing you're putting on for me, just the honest hum of your morning routine, the realest version I could ever see. I love the sound, unwilling to rush, to leave this bed before I've had my fill. Sometimes you hum something soft and wordless, a drawer that sticks, then eases with a squeeze. I wonder what you're choosing in there faintly, while I lie listening, easy and at peace. I don't need you here to feel this closeness. The sound says as much as talking would. I've learned some love gets loudest in the quiet, right here, listening the way I should. I love the sound of you getting ready in the next room. No performance, nothing you're putting on for me, just the honest hum of your morning routine, the realest version I could ever see. I love the sound, unwilling to rush, to leave this bed before I've had my fill. Eventually I'll follow you out to the kitchen, drawn in by the smell of coffee you make best. I'll leave the bed still holding on to this feeling, grateful for the sound I love best. I love the sound of you getting ready in the next room. No performance, nothing you're putting on for me, just the honest hum of your morning routine, the realest version I could ever see. I love the sound, unwilling to rush, to leave this bed before I've had my fill. I love the sound, and I love you. But every evening that you come back to me renews it quiet, steady as the moon. It's in the way you always leave a light on, in the way I save the last slice just for you. Nobody taught us how this kind of promise gets written just in everything we do. It's the promise we never say out loud, not because it's small, but because it's understood. In every small act stacked on top of another, a vow that speaks in nothing but its proof. It's the promise we never say out loud, and somehow that's the strongest one I've made. You show it when you call to say you'll be later, not wanting me to worry through the wait. I show it when I learn the things that hurt you and steer us clear before it's too late. We don't need paperwork to make it binding. Some things get proven only through the years. The promise lives in every ordinary gesture, long before it ever reaches ears. It's the promise we never say out loud, not because it's small, but because it's understood. In every small act stacked on top of another, a vow that speaks in nothing but its proof. It's the promise we never say out loud, and somehow that's the strongest one I've made. Maybe someday we'll say it in a room full of people cheering with a ring in hand. But even then, the truest part already happened, quietly, right here, exactly as planned. It's the promise we never say out loud, not because it's small, but because it's understood. In every small act stacked on top of another, a vow that speaks in nothing but its proof. It's the promise we never say out loud, and somehow that's the strongest one I've made. Unspoken, and still the truest promise I know. We breathed the circle clear against the window, then fogged it up again in seconds flat. You draw a wobbly heart with half a finger. I add 2 ears and swear it's now a cat. The car is parked out past the edge of town lights, the heater ticking softer than before. We're not going anywhere in any hurry, just tracing doodles we've imagined more. We draw silly shapes on the fogged up glass, losing track around the 7th or the 8th. You sketch a crooked sun, a lopsided flower. I add a speech bubble, keeping it safe. We draw silly shapes and wipe them clean too quickly. The drawing never really was the point. You draw a stick figure version of the two of us, holding hands beneath a scribble tree. I add a tiny dog because you always wanted one, a whole small life sketched out for you and me. The window fogs again before we finish. You wipe it clear with the sleeve of my coat. We start the drawing over, no complaints there, content to keep this quiet game afloat. We draw silly shapes on the fogged up glass, losing track around the 7th or the 8th. You sketch a crooked sun, a lopsided flower. I add a speech bubble, keeping it safe. We draw silly shapes and wipe them clean too quickly. The drawing never really was the point. Someday we'll trade this window for a bigger canvas, somewhere far from every street light in the way. But I'll still love this fogged up little gallery just as much as any brighter art could say. Silly shapes on the fogged up glass, losing track around the 7th or the 8th. You sketch a crooked sun, a lopsided flower. I add a speech bubble, keeping it safe. We draw silly shapes and wipe them clean too quickly. The drawing never really was the point. We draw silly shapes, and I'm sketching you the most. I never told you all the things you fixed here, the small collapsed parts I kept out of you. You never asked for details, never pushed me, just stayed close while I slowly came through. No speeches, no advice about my healing, just tea left warm beside me while I cried. Just your hand resting steady on my shoulder, while the harder feelings finally subsided. You heal me in the small, unspoken ways. A cup of tea, a hand upon my back. No grand gesture, nothing loud or showy, just quiet care that never seemed to lack. You heal me in the small, unspoken ways, and that's the gentlest kind of love I know. You learn my patterns without being taught them, knew when to talk and when to just sit near. You never fixed me like I was a problem. Just loved me steady through the harder years. The old wounds used to echo loud and often. Now they're quieter, softer than before. Not because you said the perfect sentence, but because you kept showing up at my door. You heal me in the small, unspoken ways. A cup of tea, a hand upon my back. No grand gesture, nothing loud or showy, just quiet care that never seemed to lack. You heal me in the small, unspoken ways, and that's the gentlest kind of love I know. I used to believe that healing needed speeches, big declarations, therapy in time. Turns out some of it just needed patience and someone quietly willing to stay by my side. You heal me in the small, unspoken ways. A cup of tea, a hand upon my back. No grand gesture, nothing loud or showy, just quiet care that never seemed to lack. You heal me in the small, unspoken ways, and that's the gentlest kind of love I know. Healed a little more every quiet day with you. The day ran long, too many things demanding my attention, split a dozen different ways. But right before I finally let it settle, your name lights up my phone through the haze. You ask how the whole day treated me, and I start talking. Whatever knot was in my chest starts to fade. By the time I've told you every small detail, most of what was heavy has drifted away. Your voice is what closes out my day, softer than whatever else came rushing through me. However rough, the hours were on their way. Your voice is still the one thing built to soothe me. Your voice is what closes out my day, and nothing else could end it half as right. You never rush to fix a thing I mention. Just listening does more more than you may know. By the final sentence I'm already lighter, finally ready to let the whole thing go. We say goodnight the way we always do now, a little joke, a promise for tomorrow's call. I lay the phone down, feeling something settle, like the day has found its place after all. Your voice is what closes out my day, softer than whatever else came rushing through me. However rough the hours were on their way, your voice is still the one thing built to soothe me. Your voice is what closes out my day, and nothing else could end it half as right. Whatever else tomorrow has in store for me, I already know exactly how tonight will end. Your voice, unhurried, closing out the noise, the steadiest sound I've ever called a friend. Your voice is what closes out my day, softer than whatever else came rushing through me. However rough the hours were on their way, your voice is still the one thing built to soothe me. Your voice is what closes out my day, and nothing else could end it half as right. Your voice, the last sound, and I'm finally still. We raised our voices over something minor, a dish left out, a comment taken wrong. It blew up faster than it should have really, but blew out just as fast, it won't stay long. 10 minutes later you're already joking, doing a voice to make me crack a grin. I laugh before I even mean to laugh now. That's how I know the truce has let me in. We get stillier after every small storm, a goofier version of the both of us, like the fighting clears a little static and leaves behind more room for us to laugh. We get stillier after every small storm, and somehow that's when I love you most. You reach across the couch and do the accent that always makes me laugh no matter what. I lean into forgetting what the fight was, something about a dish, some silly silly rut. We joke about how quickly it escalated over something neither one of us recalls. The storm blows out and leaves this goofy weather, sillier than before it, sillier after all. We get stillier after every small storm, a goofier version of the both of us. Like the fighting clears a little static and leaves behind more room for us to laugh. We get stillier after every small storm, and somehow that's when I love you most. I'm not chasing fights just for the laughter after. The good days matter just as much as this. But when the small storms come, I've learned to trust them, knowing what silly thing they always give. We get stillier after every small storm, a goofier version of the both of us. Like the fighting clears a little static and leaves behind more room for us to laugh. We get stillier after every small storm, and somehow that's when I love you most. Sillier now and closer than before. Nobody warned me love could keep on changing, softer, deeper, steadier with age. Not the fireworks of when we first got started, but something better written on this page. You've got new lines around your eyes from laughing. I've got a few new habits you now know. We're different people than we were that first year, and somehow closer, watching how we grow. I'm growing quietly, fonder every year. No dramatic leap, just steady, patient ground. The love that started loud has turned to something deeper than the noise it made when found. I'm growing quietly, fonder every year, and I don't need it announced to know it's true. We've weathered plenty since the day we started. Ordinary struggles, nothing rare or new. But every year adds something to the total. A little more of me, trusts in you. The passion hasn't left, it's just gone quieter, folded into all the ways we've grown. Less about the rush, more about the rooting. Deeper every season we have known. I'm growing quietly fonder every year. No dramatic leap, just steady, patient ground. The love that started loud has turned to something deeper than the noise it made when found. I'm growing quietly fonder every year, and I don't need it announced to know it's true. 10 years from now, I hope we're saying something similar to what I'm saying here tonight. Just older, fonder, steadier than ever, still choosing quiet over any bright. I'm growing quietly fonder every year. No dramatic leap, just steady, patient ground. The love that started loud has turned to something deeper than the noise it made when found. I'm growing quietly fonder every year, and I don't need it announced to know it's true. Quietly fonder every single year with you. For years I believed that rest meant being solitary. The lights out and no one else to please. But I found something steadier, belonging, with my ear against the chest of someone who lets me be. Not owned, not caged, just chosen and returning to the same warm place every single night. There's a kind of rest in knowing where I'm resting, and knowing that it's steady and it's right. Your heart beats the final sound, and I'm home. Nothing to prove, nothing left to chase, just the quiet rhythm of you breathing near me. Somewhere steady, somewhere safe to place. Your heart beats the final sound, and I'm home. And that sound is the calmest thing I own. The world outside keeps asking things of everyone, rushing schedules, noise that never stops. here with you. None of that matters quite as much. This is the one place all the rushing drops. I don't need to be anyone impressive, just the version that you already love. No performance, nothing left to measure, just this steady sound I'm speaking of. Your heart beats the final sound, and I'm home. Nothing to prove, nothing left to chase, just the quiet rhythm of you breathing near me. Somewhere steady, somewhere safe to place. Your heart beats the final sound, and I'm home. And that sound is the calmest thing I own. Whatever else this life still has to offer, I already found the quietest kind of home. Not a place exactly, more a sound than person. Your heartbeat proving I'm not alone. Your heart beats the final sound, and I'm home. Nothing to prove, nothing left to chase, just the quiet rhythm of you breathing near me. Somewhere steady, somewhere safe to place. Your heart beats the final sound, and I'm home. And that sound is the calmest thing I own. Your heart beats the final sound,